This channel and these videos are as much about me as it is about you. I decided that we're gonna do this together. So this is an open letter to you, and I'm asking these questions specifically from you. I would like you to start this conversation, and I would like you to continue with the conversation. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. For those of you who are new here, my name is Rojan, and in this channel I talk about life and my issues that I went through and how I dealt with them and still deal with them. I would like to give you guys a reason to smile and be happy more. And so yeah, if you're a fan of that, keep watching until the end of the video because you might just like it. I have no other reason. Now before we start, I would like to apologize for the delay in uploading. I know I didn't upload last week, and this week the video is going to be up on Tuesday, hopefully. And that's only because I've been going through my final tables. Final tables in architecture school is basically when they look at our project and decide if we pass or not. It's equal to the final exam. It's really stressful, really hard, because you need to present in front of 4 jurors in 10 minutes. We need to present our work in 1 year in 10 minutes. So that's like really hard and really stressful to rehearse and stuff like that. So I'm really sorry that I missed last week. It won't happen again. Good news! I passed my foundation year, so I will be going to first year next year, hopefully. So yes, I'm super excited for summer. I will be focusing my full attention on YouTube, and I want to make so many videos. I'm like full of ideas. I'm just like, my head is gonna pop at some point. I'm gonna try out so many different things. I'm gonna go back home, so that's gonna be exciting. With that, let's get on with the video. So I changed my hairstyle because I was really uncomfortable. Today I want to talk about something really different. It's not going to be tips and hits. It's not going to be anything I went through. It's just something that has been bothering me for the past 2 to 3 weeks, and I've been thinking about it over and over again. I've been talking to people about it, and I just cannot believe that we're not talking about this more. And that is, why do we hate not being enough? When we talk about hate, we always think YouTube comments or social media or people outside or even friends and family, people around you, the community around you, not yourself. You either think that, or if you have hate within yourself, for yourself, you think it's because of this image that the society has put in your head. I'll give you some context. Growing up, I always thought that if I hate my body, if I hate the way that I look, it's because the society has told us to look a certain way, because we see models and we think that we need to be that. And I thought that the reason why I hate it and the reason why I hate myself for that, it's coming from outside again. And I can only talk about myself, and this is what happened to me. So I thought that this hate comes from outside. Whereas in the past month, I have been discovering something else. Something that I didn't particularly think about, but it has been happening. It all started from me being in the final month of my university. And let's face it, it's hard. It's the last month of the term, and we cannot, as people, think about other things as much as we would. So for example, I couldn't work out as much as I wanted to. I couldn't take care of myself as much as I wanted to, and that meant that a lot of the times I was not happy with how I looked. Not only that, I didn't have time to think, and that meant it wasn't only physical, it was also mentally, like I wasn't happy with a lot of the things around me. When that happened, it automatically, a hate came from within me, and I started hating myself. And for like 2 or 3 weeks, I hated myself. I looked at myself in the mirror, I hated myself. I looked at myself, I was like, I look so ugly, I look so terrible, I'm so fat, why am I not more positive, why am I so being negative? Like, I talk in my videos telling people to smile more, whereas I've been being the most negative person I know for the past 2 weeks. What has happened to me? I don't like myself. And this hate came from within me, and I started telling myself these things, and at some point I said, I can be way better. And that's when it hit me. What do you mean I can be way better? So this hate comes from me thinking that I can be better, I can do better. So I went back to all the things that I was thinking, and I said, I think I look fat because I've been better. I've looked better. I think that I'm not positive because I've been better. I've been happier. I've been more positive. And So I know that I can do better. I get that and I understand that. I just don't get where the hate comes from. Why do we feel the need to hate ourselves once something like this happens? Because the hate only brings you down. It's not helping you at all. It just brings you down. And so many of the times I'm around so much negativity that at some point I say, you know what? I would like to be fat. I don't want to be better. I don't want to get better. So that hate, that negativity only brings me down. So it's not helping, and it's not coming from the society. It's not coming from the people around me. So where is it coming from? If it's coming from within me, then why are we not talking about this? Why hasn't this been discussed with me before? That you don't need to hate yourself. And I started having conversations with people, and I asked one of my friends, and I was like, let's just say in one of our projects, your work is not good enough and you think that you can do way better. Does that mean you have to hate your work? And she looked at me and she said, yeah, I will hate my work. So I started thinking about my work and so many of the projects that I've been a part of, and my work was not as good as it could have been. And I remember I actually did hate my work. It wasn't that I hated that specific work, it meant that it could be way better. Once I grew that and I had better work, I actually went back to the work that I had at the time and I was unhappy with it, and I also used that and it was okay. So where does this come from? Because it's not something that we want to happen necessarily. It's not something that we were taught individually that we need to do. It's not something that society has told us. It's just something that comes from our human nature. If it does come from our human nature, then fair enough, but it's not helping us. It's just bringing us down, and it's the negativity in our lives that we don't need. So I think that we need to find where this comes from and how we can make it better and how we can use it for a better cause. That's why I'm making this video, because maybe some people out there have been thinking about this and have made a way to use this hate and use it for a better way, or found a way to not hate themselves when they're not good enough and when they know they can do way better. Once I had a conversation with some other people, one of my other friends said, well, maybe it's coming from your confidence. Maybe you lack confidence, and maybe that's why you hate yourself when you think you're not pretty enough at that time. And I also thought about that, but I don't think that's confidence either, because the person that I talked to, she is a very confident person. And I told her, you're a confident person, I know you. Let's just say that there's something happening in your life where you think you can do way better. Your work, your personal life, anything. If you're in that situation and you know you can do way better than that and you've done way better before that, would you still hate that? Hate the situation you're in, hate yourself, hate everything, just be a negative person? And she's like, yeah. So it's not confidence either, and I just don't know where it's coming from, and I don't know how to stop it, and I don't know how to use it for a better way, but it's just bringing me down, and I don't need that in my life. I don't need to hate myself. I know how this sounds. I know this might sound like that I'm lacking something in my personality, and if so, I would like to know what it is. But as for now, I would like this to be an open conversation. If we have not been talking about this, then let's start here. Let's start somewhere. You guys started. Let's talk about it. What do you think this is? Have you ever experienced it? Put yourself in my shoes. If you knew you could do way better in any part of your life, would you have hated yourself? I was just watching my previous videos and I realized that my hair actually takes about 2/3 of the whole screen, so I'm very sorry you had to see that. If we haven't talked about this, then let's start talking about it. Let's start here. Let's have a conversation about it. I don't know, maybe I came late to the party and I haven't realized that, and maybe you have. I haven't yet, and I'm trying to figure it out. And as I said in my first video, this channel is not gonna just be me telling you what happened. It's gonna be me seeking out for help as well. And that's the relationship I would like to have with you guys. I would like to ask for help from you guys. I would like to have a conversation with you. And again, this is as much about me as it is about you. I would like to bring you in and start somewhere. Let's have a discussion. I think there's a part on YouTube that you can have discussions. I'm not too sure. If you know, then message me. I haven't figured it out yet. I'm very new to this whole YouTube thing. Maybe this gave you something to think about. And as for me, I still haven't realized what to do. The hate is still there. It brings me down. and it makes me not be the most positive I want to be, and that involves me not being as positive as I want to towards other people as well. But that's okay, because a huge part of life isn't about always knowing what to do. I'm not gonna stand here and pretend, well, I'm sitting, but you know, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I know everything. I don't, and I am in a situation right now where I wouldn't like to be in it, but I'm going to learn how to deal with it, and that's what we all need to do. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you've ever been through this. Tell me if you've ever thought about it, or if you've ever figured out how to not have this. That's all I have for you guys today. If you did like the video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to me, and comment down below and tell me what parts you like the most. Start talking about this, give me your opinions, and yeah, don't forget to follow me on my Twitter and on my Instagram. Share this video with anyone, really. I would really appreciate it, because this might be something. This might start a conversation between people. The rest of the videos, they might help somebody. You never know, and I can just make the videos and hope for the best, but it's in your hands who you share it with, and maybe you actually help somebody using those, and that's what I'm trying to do, and I would really appreciate it if you guys would help me do that. Stay positive, keep smiling, because you all deserve it. I do too. Why do I do this every time? I forget myself. Bye!
Sitting poolside, wondering if I'll find